Hey guys, welcome to our class for today. Today we're going to talk about do versus make, collocations for customer service. We're going to share with you some phrases that are going to be very useful, especially if you're working in customer service when you want to tell your customer different actions that you're going to perform. If English is not your first language, then you are in the right place. Let's get started with some of the collocations for tonight. I prepared a couple of a list here, and then I'll take my time explaining to you the collocations. We'll have a quiz at the end. Let's get started. So we're going to take a look at group number 4 and continue finishing. Well, we'll finish today the irregular verbs, and in this group, we're going to in this class, we're going to take a look at 17 do and make collocations for customer service. So what is a collocation? A collocation is a phrase, it's a fixed phrase that's used to define a collocation of verbs. So for instance, let's take a look. I'm going to give you 17 examples. I'm going to give you 7 examples for make and 7 examples for do, and I'll explain it to you on the board. So I hope that you find this useful. Let's get started. So we'll start with make an exception. So we make an exception, we say. Here we use the verb make. Example, we made an exception and expedited your shipment at no extra cost. So, sometimes you're going to make an exception. We say make an exception. We don't say do an exception. When we talk about giving, when we are perhaps, going outside of the rules, maybe bending the rules just maybe because the customer is experienced, has been a long time customer. So I remember a situation years ago when I had a situation with a customer who for some reason wasn't able to make the payment. So um, I saw on his record that he had been a T-Mobile customer for over 10 years. And he said, look, I've been with the company and this is like the first time I'm going to be late and I don't want my service interrupted. So what can we do? And I said, well, let me go ahead and verify what I can do. So I studied the billing history of the customer. See, I saw that he didn't have any previous problems with billing. So I made an exception and I used the system and I gave him a 5-day grace period. So periodo de gracia is a grace period. So I gave him an additional, I think it was like 7 days that system allowed me to set up 7 extra days. So I made an exception, for example, with him, for this customer that I'm telling you about. So I made an exception and gave him a gave him a 5-day grace period. Right? So I extended the time that was allowed and I gave him an exception. I made him an exception because he was a longtime customer of T-Mobile, so I made an exception. So we say make an exception is a very useful term that you can use with make. So we always say make an exception in the past tense, made an exception, or have made an exception for the customer. So that's the first one. Okay, guys. So welcome everybody that's joining us. Alex, Giselle, welcome, guys. We're talking about
Thank you, coach.
collocations with make and do. Number 2, we have make an update. So when we make changes, we say an update. Update. So notice here how the U is pronounced an update. So we make an update. We don't do an update. So that's why it's a collocation. So we make an update. Here's an example. By tomorrow morning, we will have made an update to the tracking information. So sometimes we need to make updates. We need to make updates to the customer's account or to the information. So we make an update. Make an update. Can you guys say that one? Make an update. Let's repeat it. Make an update. You guys there with your
Make
microphones? Let's
an
make an
update.
update.
Make an make an update.
Nice, very good. Next, we got arrangements. We make arrangements. So we have made arrangements for your package to be picked up from a nearby location. So you make arrangements, right, for the customer. It means you coordinate something for the customer. So we say make arrangements. Make arrangements. In the past tense or in the perfect tense, we have made arrangements for your package to be picked up from a nearby location. So here, nearby means close, something that is nearby, cerca de usted, no, nearby. Can you guys say that preposition? Nearby location.
Nearby location.
Excellent.
Nearby location.
Perfect. We have,
And coach, what is arrangement?
it's like an coordinate, like un arreglo, like when you
Oh,
hacer arreglos. Next, we have make a report. So we make a report. Here's an example. This could help you in the customer. Thank you for your feedback, Mr. Customer. We will make a report and pass it on to our team. So we will make a report. That means that you're going to take a note, maybe take a note on your system. So here we say make a note or make a report and pass it on. We pass on, that means we transfer something or communicate something. So we will make a report and pass it on to our team. To say it quicker, you can connect and say pass it on. Pass it on to our team. Let's try saying it, guys. Make a report.
Make a report.
Yeah, make a report. Good one. Next, we have make an adjustment. Adjustment. This is a key word. Like we say ajuste, ajustar, ajuste. We make an adjustment, means to correct. Maybe this is very good. Like when we have to make like a correction, make a correction or adjust something. Here's an example. Before the shipment was dispatched, we had made an adjustment to the delivery address. So the person says here, make an adjustment. That means that we made a change, right? Hacer un ajuste a la dirección. You know, we made an adjustment, hacer like some kind of change to it. So we make an adjustment. Also in billing, if you're working with billing and facturación, when you need to correct, like corregir like a charge or something, you say, we will make an adjustment, right? So we will say, we will make an adjustment. This is a good phrase, which means like a type of correction, como una especie de corrección, you know, something like that. So we will make an adjustment to your bill. We will make an adjustment, like some kind of ajuste, you know, we're going to fix it for you. So that's one way of expressing this one. Good evening, Gus. Welcome back. Good to have you back. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, coach. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you for asking. We're checking out some collocations with make and do just to get started, okay? Some vocabulary that can help you for your job. All right, next, Number 6 is make a delivery. Make a delivery. So a delivery, with this we say make, we don't say do. So the collocation is with make. So we make a delivery. Example, we have made the delivery to the designated address and the package was signed for. So we have made the delivery. That means we have completed the delivery to the designated address. The designated address is the address that was designated to be shipped. And the package was signed for. Signed for means that the customer received it and somebody put their signature. So it was signed for. So we make a delivery. And it was signed for. Let's try saying this one, guys. This is new vocabulary.
Coach, I have a question.
Yes, what is your question?
Yeah, I have a question, but what sign, sorry, is talking about the person that the person delivered the package, or
Yeah, that's the verb sign comes from signature. So I was going to get to that part too in just a moment. Yes, let's just, okay, I'm going to explain that on the board. So designated address. Can you guys try saying that
yeah,
one?
it's the place.
Is the place. But let's pronounce it. Designated. Designated. Address.
Designated.
That's right. Now signed for comes from the verb sign. So here we have the verb sign. When you put your mark, right? You put your mark, you say sign. So when something is signed for, that means that somebody put their mark. Somebody marked it as received. So signed for. So we could say, for instance, the package. Let me write it here for you. The package was signed for. So that means it was somebody put the mark on it, put their mark on it because they received it, right? So sign is the verb that comes from signature, which means firma. This is your firma, you know, your mark, your personal mark. So when the action of making your signature is to sign, And when something is signed for, that means that somebody put their mark on it. So when somebody says when we have the package was signed for, that means that somebody put their mark on it, or it was already received and somebody acknowledged it or marked it as, it's been signed, ya fue
For
firmado.
example, is possible that the package was signed for a customer?
We say by the customer, por el cliente.
By
Yeah,
the customer, okay.
yeah, by the customer, yes, of course. Yeah,
By the customer, okay. I got it.
sure. Here you say what signed. This is passive voice, right? So here it was signed. It's obvious that it was signed by the customer. But yeah, yes, of course, you can specify. So that is to sign. That is signed for. Okay. All right. Let's move on with more examples here. You guys can use. So that is make a delivery and sign something that is signed for. Let's go to number 7. Make an apology. So here we say make an apology. So we are making a formal apology for the inconvenience caused by the service outage. So it's a formal way of saying like saying that we're very sorry. So we're making an apology for the inconvenience caused by the service outage. This is a good one. So when there's no service, it's called outage. Let's say that there is an electrical storm, right? Or something. And the internet just goes because there was a lightning storm or something. Then it's a period of time with no service. It's a period of time with no service. So we say it's a service outage. So that's a good one. So we say service outage, like this. Outage. So a service outage simply means a period of time with no service. Let's say, this is very common in Latin America with the electricity, right? Sometimes it goes and you're like, what? It's a service outage. It's a period of time where we don't have a specific service. So that's what we say. Can you guys try to say that one? Service outage.
Service outage.
Outage. Service outage. So that's how you use that one. Okay, good. Let's take a look at more vocabulary. So just reviewing with make, if you guys came in late, here's a little review with make. So let's review, guys. This is vocabulary that's going to be helpful for your call center experiences and jobs. Let's say, guys, make an exception. Make an exception.
Make an
Make an
exception.
exception.
Good. Make an update.
Make an update.
Very good.
Make an update.
Make arrangements.
Make arrangements.
Make arrangements.
Good. Make a report.
Make a report.
Make a report.
Make an adjustment.
Make an
Make an
adjustment.
adjustment.
Make a delivery.
Make a delivery.
Make a delivery.
Make an apology.
Make an apology.
Make an
Now, do you guys
apology.
remember how we said last time when we want to convey assurance, guys? I apologize. My breath is a little bit faint, so I'm trying to repeat it as much as I can. But do you guys remember when we said, let me go ahead? Let me go ahead. And so let's try saying it like for customer service. So try saying it with me, guys. Let me go ahead and make an exception.
Let me go
Let me
ahead.
go ahead
Make
and
an
Go ahead
exception.
and make an exception.
That's very good.
Exception.
Yeah, that's excellent. Good work. Let me go ahead and make an update.
Let me go ahead
Let me
and
go
make
ahead
an
And
update.
make an update.
Very good. Let me go ahead and make arrangements.
Let
Let
me
Let me
go
go ahead and make arrangements.
Nice. Let me go ahead and make a report.
let me go
Let me
ahead.
go ahead
Let me go
and
ahead
make
and
a
make a report.
Nice, nice. Let me go ahead and make an adjustment.
Let me go
Let
ahead.
me go
Let me go
ahead
ahead
and make an
and make an
adjustment.
adjustment.
Here you can see adjustment. You can also see it like a correction, como una corrección too, like an adjustment. That helps too. Let me go ahead and make a delivery.
Let me go ahead and make a delivery.
Nice. Let me go ahead and make an apology.
Let me go ahead and make an apology.
Yeah. Or you can also say, I will go ahead. It's like saying, like, I will go ahead. I will go ahead. I will go ahead. And is another way. Es otra forma. Using the future tense. I will go ahead. Let's try this one, guys, because this is assurance vocabulary. Now let's try with I will go ahead. Okay, you guys can repeat after me just for practice. So you start using that vocabulary, guys. We're going to need it for the role plays. Okay, guys, repeat after me. I will go ahead and make an exception.
I will go ahead.
I will go
and make an
ahead and
exception.
make an exception.
That's customer service vocabulary. Excellent. I will go ahead and make an update.
I will go
I
ahead.
will go
I
ahead
will go
and
ahead
make an
and make
update.
an update.
Excellent. You sound like agents. I will go ahead and make arrangements.
I will
I will
go
I will
ahead
go
and
ahead
make
and make
arrangements.
arrangements.
Very good, guys. Very good. You sound great. I will go ahead and make a report.
I will go
I will
ahead
Go
go
and
ahead
make a
ahead
and make a
and make a
report.
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 Not bad. I will go ahead and make an adjustment.
I
I
will
will
go
We
ahead
go
We
and make
ahead
go
an
and
ahead
make
adjustment.
and
an
make an
adjustment.
adjustment.
Very good. I will go ahead and make a delivery.
I will go
I
ahead
will go
and
I
make a
ahead
will go
and
delivery.
ahead
make a
and make a
delivery.
delivery.
Very good. I will go ahead and make an apology.
I
I
will go
will
I will
ahead
go
and
Go
ahead
make
ahead
and
an
make
and
an
make an
apology.
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 Very good. Apology, apology, apology.
Apology.
That's right, guys. So take notes. Apunten estos that they're going to help you. Les van a ayudar estos para el assurance, okay? All right. So that's with make. Now I want to share 7 more with do. Okay. So here's the first one. Do a follow-up. Follow-up is like un seguimiento, right? So do a follow-up. So I say do a follow-up and not make a follow-up. So I got to learn that collocation. It's a collocación, right? I got to learn it. I will do a follow-up about your issue tomorrow morning. So I will do a follow-up. Or you can say, let me go ahead and do a follow-up, or I will go ahead and do a follow-up. Okay, let's practice. So I suppose that we should practice it so we save more time. So here you want to connect the phrasal verb. This is some phrasal verb. Follow up. Follow up. The U is going to sound like an up. Can you try saying it, guys? Follow up. Follow up.
Follow up.
That's right. Now let's say, now let's practice. Let me go ahead and do a follow-up.
Let me go
Let
ahead
me
and
go ahead
follow
and
up.
do a follow-up.
That's
follow up.
nice. Yeah. I will go ahead and do a follow-up.
I will go ahead and do a
and do a
follow-up.
Do a follow
Very
up.
good, guys. So how do you say seguimiento? You say do a
Follow
follow.
up.
Follow-up.
Do
Do
a
a
follow.
follow up.
Very good. Next one. This is a good one. Do everything possible, right? Do everything possible. Example, we will do everything possible to resolve this issue for you. Do everything possible to resolve the issue. So that means everything that you're going to do, try to do everything you can, right? So we say do everything possible. Let's practice, guys, for customer service. Let me go ahead and do everything possible.
Let me go ahead and do
do
everything
everything
possible.
possible.
Very good. I will go ahead and do everything possible.
I will go ahead
I
and
will
do
go
everything
ahead and
possible.
do everything
You
possible.
know, everything that you can, right? Everything that you can to help the customer. Good. Number 10,
Everything.
do a survey. Do a survey. A survey is, you know, like a questionnaire that customers have to answer about your quality when performance on the calls. This is pronounced like this. You're going to pronounce it like this. Sir, like when you say sir, yes, sir. Sir, they, which is an encuesta, una encuesta. Survey. Can you guys say that word?
Survey.
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 Survey. Very good. So the customer is going to do a survey and he's going to give you a score, maybe from 1 to 3, maybe from 1 to 5. So in the survey, he can put, okay, you did a 3, a 4, or a 5, or a 1. So that is to do a survey. Okay, that's a survey. At the end of your call, sometimes you have to do it. Other times you don't. But here's a way, here's an example. Would you mind doing a survey to evaluate the quality of my service? Would you mind doing a survey to evaluate the quality of my service? Let's try, guys. Would you mind doing a survey?
Would you mind doing a survey?
Do you mind doing a survey?
To evaluate the quality of my service.
To evaluate
To
the quality
evaluate
of my
the
service.
quality of my service.
Very good. So would you mind? Would you mind is le molestaría. Would you mind? Let's say, guys, would you mind? Would you mind doing?
En cualquier contexto.
That's right. So like, no le molestaría hacer una encuesta. Let's say, guys, would you mind doing a survey?
Would you mind doing a survey?
That's nice. Very good. That's very good. Okay, good. Next, let's say that you're doing the internet. You're working the internet with a customer and you need to do like a system reset or some kind of reset to get the system back. So we say do a system reset. Here's an example. We did a system reset and your internet connection should be back to normal now. So we did a system reset. So we say do a system reset. Now let's try for customer service, guys, by saying, let me go ahead and do a system reset.
Let me
turn.
go
Let me
ahead
go
and
ahead,
do
do a system
system
reset.
reset.
Very good. Or you can say, I will go ahead and do a system reset.
I will go ahead
Go
and
ahead
do
and
a
do a
system
system
reset.
reset.
Perfect. That's wonderful, guys. You sound great. Next, number 12. This is important. Do some troubleshooting steps. Troubleshooting steps. So everybody knows what a step is, but troubleshooting steps are like, procedures to fix the internet, to correct the internet. So we use that verb troubleshooting. Learn that one, guys, okay? Don't worry, Mr. Customer. We will do some troubleshooting steps to correct the issue. All right, let's try, guys. Let me go ahead and do some troubleshooting steps.
Let me go ahead and do some troubleshooting steps.
Nice. Or I will go ahead and do some troubleshooting steps.
I will
I'll
go ahead and do some
do some
troubleshooting
troubleshooting
steps.
steps.
Yeah, so why do you need to learn this one? Let's say that you have to do a role play to, to get into a call center. You're going to say, maybe the recruiter is going to say, hey, listen, I got a problem with my internet. You can say, okay, don't worry. I understand you need the internet. Sorry to hear that, but let me go ahead and do some troubleshooting steps, or let me go ahead and do that. Do some troubleshooting. 13, do a refund process. Refund is to return the money to the customer. Refund. And we say do a refund process. Here's a sentence for you that you can think about. So, Mr. Customer, we will do a refund process for your item. We will do a refund process for your item. Or you could say, let me go ahead and do a refund process for your item. Or I will go ahead and do a refund process for your item. Okay, you can say it any way that you want. And you should see the credits. So here the term credit means the funds or the money. The credit is here, the funds or the money. Okay, so you should see the credit within 3 to 5 business days. So the money is going to return within, in this time of 3 to, so that you can say 3 to 5, right? Business days are, the days where business is conducted, días hábiles. We say business days, Monday to Friday, right? So if you do the refund on Friday, the credit is going to be seen on Tuesday, maybe on Tuesday, okay? So that's what we call business days. Got it, team? So this is important. This one is important. This is a very useful one. Let's say it, guys. Let's say it's easy peasy. We will do a refund process for your item. Please repeat that one.
We will do a refund
We will
process
do a
for
refund
the item.
process for your item.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And you should see the credits.
And
And
you should see
You
the
should see the credit
within 3 to 5 business days.
within
within 3 to
3
5
to
business
5
days.
business days.
Very good. Let's practice a little. Is it okay if we practice a little? Okay, let's practice. Repeat after me. Let me go ahead and do a refund process.
Let me go
Let me
ahead
go
and do a
ahead
refund
and do a
process.
refund process.
I will go ahead and do a refund process.
Okay, I will go
I will
ahead
go
and do
ahead
refund
and do a
process.
refund process.
Excellent. Very good. Number 14. Here we have do a replacement request. So in this process, the customer does not want the money, but he wants another item. You understand? A replacement. So it's not that the customer is going to receive his money. No, it's just the customer wants to change it. So the customer is going to receive a replacement. So we say do a replacement request. Replacement. Here's an example. We will do a replacement request for your damaged item. Can you guys repeat that one? Damaged item.
Damaged item.
Perfect.
Damaged item.
And it will be shipped within 24 hours. So it will be shipped. Shipped means enviado, guys, like sent through mail. Shipped. Let's say it, guys. Shipped. Shipped.
Shipped.
It will be shipped. It will be shipped.
It will be shipped.
Perfect. Perfect. Now let's practice, guys. Let's practice. Let me go ahead and do a replacement request.
Let me go ahead,
Let me go ahead and do a replacement request.
Okay, very good. I will go ahead and do a replacement request.
I will go ahead and do a replacement request.
Very good, guys. So these are collocations with do. So here you don't say make. We say do. Let's practice one more time with do. Collocations with do. Okay, so here we go. Collocations with do. Repeat after me, guys. Let me go ahead and do a follow-up.
Let me go ahead and do a follow-up.
Do a follow-up.
I will go ahead and do everything possible.
I will go ahead and do everything possible.
Excellent. Let me go ahead and do a survey.
Let me go ahead and do a survey.
Do a survey.
Excellent. I will go ahead and do a system reset.
I will go ahead and do
I
a
will
system
go ahead
reset.
and do a system reset.
Excellent. Let me go ahead and do some troubleshooting steps.
Let
Let
me
me
go
go
ahead
ahead and do
and do some
troubleshooting
steps.
Nice. I will go ahead and do a refund process.
I will go ahead and do a refund process.
And let me go ahead and do a replacement request.
Let me go ahead and do a replacement request.
Not bad. And just to wrap up this first part, let's make a statement using the vocabulary. Okay, so let's say that you have somebody with a damaged package, right? So you're gonna say you're gonna provide some empathy first. Let's do a little review, guys. Let's do a little empathy. So you're gonna say something like, "I'm sorry to hear about your damaged package." Okay. But with just sorry, you're not going to get the whole thing, the whole bonus. Now you need to use the empathy verb. I understand, right? I understand. I understand you need this. And I understand you need your order, right? I understand you need your order. And then we're going to move on. Here we use an empathy verb. I understand. And now assurance, we're going to convey confidence to the customer, right? Assurance. Then we're going to say, but don't worry. I will go ahead, right? Let's see. Do you remember which ones will you use? I will go ahead. And we could say, and do a refund. Right? I will go ahead and do a refund process. And let me go ahead and I will go ahead and do a refund process, and I will do everything possible to assist you. Do everything possible. And I will, or let's use let me go ahead and let me go ahead. Yeah, and let me go ahead. No, I will do everything possible. Let's just keep it simple. I will do everything possible to assist you, for example. So here we have a great empathy and assurance. Let's try this one, guys. Let's try. This is good. Remember that these two have to go together, okay? They need to go together, like coffee and water. All right, empathy and your assurance. Let's try the assurance first, and then we'll put it together. All right, let's try, guys. But don't worry, I will go ahead and do a refund process, and I will do everything possible to assist you. All right, let's try it, guys. But don't worry.
But don't worry.
I will go ahead and do a refund process.
I will go ahead and do
a refund process.
And I will do everything possible to assist you.
And
I will do everything possible to assist you.
Very good. Now, let's combine it with empathy. You can put this first or this first. Depending on how you feel the situation, you can empathize first and then assurance, but you have to put them together, okay? The empathy statement is going to be something like this. I'm sorry to hear about your damaged package. I understand you need your order. Okay? Let's try it. I'm sorry to hear about your damaged package.
I'm sorry to hear about your damaged
package.
I understand you need your order.
I understand you need your order.
And then, but don't worry, I will go ahead and do a refund process, and I will do everything possible to assist you. Your turn.
But don't worry, I will go ahead and do a refund process, and I will do everything possible to assist you.
Possible to assist you.
Very good. So take some notes out of this one because